Let's get divorced. I'd rather leave without taking any property. Settle your gambling debts on your own. Don't drag me into this mess.
I kept explaining that it was Timmy Lynch who had lost money betting on underdog matches, but she refused to listen.
It's Timmy Lynch who owes the money, not me.
You want to trick my daughter into pay your debts, and you even dare to slander my son? Celia Lynch, divorce him at once!
She then laid all her cards on the table.
To tell you the truth, Celia Lynch is pregnant. The child's father is one of your place and sign the divorce agreement right now.
I was utterly stunned. Just last night, I won a 100 million USA prizes from football bets. I had even planned to help Timmy Lynch pay off his debt, yet things had suddenly come to a head over a divorce. Very well, let them handle this debt on their own. Meet me at the courthouse at 9 tomorrow morning. Anyone who doesn't show up is a coward. Now that the creditors had come knocking, the two women shamelessly tried to force me to take on the debt. Celia Lynch froze for a moment, clearly not expecting me to agree so readily. In her eyes, I was just a pathetic man scraping by on a small lottery shop. She had assumed I would drop to my knees and beg the second she brought up divorce. Her face twisted with scorn.
Don't put on a brave front. Do you really think a divorce will get you out of this mess?
She pulled out a pen and paper from under the coffee table, speaking in a stern tone.
Sign this debt liability document. State clearly in black and white that the 100 million US dollars in gambling debts are solely the responsibility of Zach Lorenz, and Celia bears no liability whatsoever.
I glanced at the paper and thought it was completely ridiculous. He recklessly bet 50 million US dollars, backing the underdog Sherdrum team to beat the Akantia team. Unsurprisingly, he lost every penny and ended up drowning in massive debt. Now that the creditors had come knocking, the two women shamelessly tried to force me to take on the debt. I crumpled the paper into a ball and tossed it into the trash can, and retorting coldly, "Your brother is the debtor. Go collect the money from him. I agree to a divorce, but I will never take the blame for his mistakes."
Do you want to bring disaster upon the whole family?
Celia hurried over and dug her well-groomed nails hard into my arm. She shouted furiously,
Timmy is steady and sensible. He would never gamble. You're the one who keeps company with gamblers and ran up a debt of over 100 million. Do you want to bring disaster upon the whole family?
I stared coldly at her hysterical look. We had been married for 3 years. I toiled from dawn till dusk in my shop less than 200 square meters and handed over every penny I earned to her. Yet she spent my hard-earned money buying luxury items for Edwin. Worse still, she was pregnant with his child. I slowly plied her fingers off. My tone was so calm that even I felt astonished. You can go ask Timmy whether he is really as well-behaved as you believe. I agree to the divorce. I'll let you be with Edwin.
You lowly nobody. Just wait until Edwin shows up. I'll see how arrogant you can be then.
Meryl stormed into the bedroom and began smashing things frantically.
You won't sign, will you? Then I'll go cause trouble at your shabby shop and put an end to your business.
She grabbed her Hermes handbag and walked straight out the door. Celia followed closely behind, sneering with contempt in her eyes.
You lowly nobody. Just wait until Edwin shows up. I'll see how arrogant you can be then.
The two slammed the door and left in anger. I took a deep breath as I looked around the messy living room. Just then, my phone vibrated. A message from the lottery center reminded me to keep the winning ticket worth 120 million US dollars safe and to the city center to claim the prize as soon as pusetly.
I touched the lottery ticket hidden close to my body. Since you've dug your own graves, don't blame me for letting things run their course.
The owner of this shop gambles illegally and owes hundreds of millions in loan shark debts.
Zach had just arrived around the corner by taxi when loud shouting and abuse assaulted his ears. Meryl Unwin stood at the shop entrance with a megaphone, shouting for all to hear.
Come one, come all! The owner of this shop gambles illegally and owes hundreds of millions in loan shark debts. He'll even drag his wife and child down with him.
Regular customers who were checking the lottery results inside were utterly shocked. They gathered at the door, whispering and pointing. I never thought he'd be someone like this. Eyes glistening with feigned tears, Celia Lynch held up her phone to start a live stream, putting on a wronged expression for the camera.
Hello, everyone. This is my cold-hearted ex-husband. I chose to leave with nothing just to end our marriage. Please, never marry a gambler.
I pushed through the crowd and strode into the shop.
I won't let you get away with this unless you pay the money today!
Stop causing trouble in my shop.
Instead of backing down, Meryl grew even more reckless when she saw me.
I won't let you get away with this unless you pay the money today!
As it happens, I have matters to settle with you two as well.
I pulled the receipt for the TV out of my wallet.
This television costs $800. I will call the police and demand full compensation from you.
Hundreds of millions in debt. He'll probably end up rotting in prison for the rest of his life.
Go ahead and call the police. You owe hundreds of millions to loan harks, and they'll arrest you, the fraudners, the second they show up.
She planted her hands on her hips, turned to the onlookers, and raised her voice.
Everyone, be the judge! This man lost hundreds of millions on sports betting, yet now he tries to extort $800 from me for damages. A cold-blooded scoundrel like him deserves his comeuppance.
Murmurs broke out among the crowd. Several elderly regulars who often bought lottery tickets here stared at me doubtfully.
He always seemed honest enough. I never thought he'd be such a reckless gambler.
Hundreds of millions in debt. He'll probably end up rotting in prison for the rest of his life.
Celia held up her phone, aiming the camera straight at me. The child you carry is Edwin's. If you can't stand the hardship, go to him. Why put on a show in my shop? Comments flooded the live stream rapidly, with netsits hurling insults and trashing me relentlessly. Celia spoke in a tearful voice.
Zach, if you sign the debt agreement and admit this is your personal liability, I'll leave at once and never bother you again.
As she spoke, the stream was soon filled with sympathetic comments and gifs. Watching her clumsy, hypocritical act, I sneered coldly. The child you carry is Edwin's. If you can't stand the hardship, go to him. Why put on a show in my shop? My voice was quiet yet clear enough for everyone present and all viewers online to hear. The noisy crowd fell dead silent for a moment, then broke into louder murmurs. Celia froze on the spot, panic flashing across her eyes.
Zach! What's going on? Why is everything in such a mess here?
Celia quickly composed herself, tears streaming down her cheek.
You lack ability yourself, yet you forcefully accuse me out of nowhere!
Enraged by her words, Meryl charged forward and grabbed at my clothes.
You heartless brute! You got your own issues, and still you dare to deface my daughter!
Just then, an anxious voice rang out from beyond the crowd.
Zach! What's going on? Why is everything in such a mess here?
I spun around and saw my mother Darla pushing her way through the crowd with difficulty, a thermal container in her hand.
In-law, just look at what your son has done!
She had gone to the hospital for a blood pressure check today and dropped by the shop on her way back with some homemade soup. Stepping inside and seeing the total mess, with the broken television lying on the floor, Mother's hands shook uncontrollably.
Dear in-law, you can resolve disputes through discussion. How could you vanquish other's property like this?
She hurried forward to pull Meryl aside.
Burning with rage and eager to vent her anger, Meryl roughly shook off her hand and smeared.
In-law, just look at what your son has done! He's run up massive gambling debts and now tries to drag my daughter into paying them off!
Mother turned deathly pale at once.
What? Hundreds of millions in debt? Zach, what on earth is going on?
Let me tell you the truth, old woman. This child isn't your son's at all.
I supported my mother and explained in a low voice. Mum, don't listen her nonsense. The debt was incurred by Timmy. It's nothing to lease with me.
Everyone take a good look. This is the gambler's mother.
Zach would never gamble. You're pregnant, so don't get upset. Let's talk this over calmly.
Soft-hearted as ever, she still cared about the unborn child. A malicious smirk tugged at Celia's lips. She leaned close to my mother's ear and spoke slowly.
Let me tell you the truth, old woman. This child isn't your son's at all. It belongs to his friend Edwin. Your family line ends here.
My mother's eyes widened.
Mom! Mom! Call an ambulance right away!
You all witnessed this. Their whole family is staging a...
Honey, I'll defend you.
We used to be friends, after all. Take this money for your mother's medical catement. The rest is for milk pedder for Celia's unborn child. Step aside! Everyone move back!
The bank coats hit me hard in the face and scattered into the spilled soup on the floor, soon covered in greasy stains. I stared firmly at Edwin Grant's insolent face. Cutting through the bustle of the street.
Step aside! Everyone move back!
Treat my mother immediately. As the doors slid shut, I caught sight through the window of Edwin Grant, throwing a victory sign towards the live stream camera, while Celia Lynch leaned against his chest with a triumphant smile on her face.
$20,000. The patient has suffered a severe cerebral hemorrhage and needs an immediate craniotomy. A deposit of $20,000 must be paid first. $20,000.
All my savings were kept by Celia Lynch. She had even secretly changed the password of the bank card for monthly business revenue. Right then, apart from the winning lottery ticket worth $120 million hidden close to my body, I did not even have $200 on me. The prize claim process would take time. Even if everything went as fast as possible, the money would not arrive until the next day.
Uncle Will, my mother has suddenly suffered a cerebral hemorrhage. I need $20,000 for her surgery. Right away. You could lend me the money to truck me over?
I really can't lend you any money. Zach Lawrence, it's not that I don't want to help. Celia Lynch just said in her live stream that you owe hundreds of millions in gambling debts. Our small sum of money won't make any difference. You'd better figure this out on your own. I've heard what happened. Let's cut off all contact. I really can't lend you any money. Our family disowns a disgrace like you.
Celia Lynch's live stream had not only ruined my reputation, but also completely severed all my connections and ways out.
Desperate and cornered, I was about to swallow my pride and turn to loan sharks, when the click of high heels echoed from the end of the corridor.